offense first here in this. From either side, these last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, week in our game plan, how many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't, keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
He's coming to you, motion. Hey. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Front. They're running it. Mike, 55, Mike, 55.
Operating from the gun. Briggs firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Down inbounds. On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Briggs going to look deep for Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. And that is incomplete. So good coverage there defensively as it looks like they'll force a punt on this opening drive of the 3rd.
Well, let's coach them up a little bit from right here in the booth. That's exactly what they needed to do. They need to start stringing together some stops, turning the ball over back to their offense, and trying to get back into this game.
Yeah, a couple scores down, but they can eat into that quickly with a nice drive here on the other side. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
It's a loss of 2
to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he will find his man on the outside. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. Here's Jones on 1st down. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. He's at the 40. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown. 72 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, took off. I mean, let's face it. That should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Throwing on first down. Briggs. He completes it to Wilson. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. This quarterback now just 2 of 5 since coming on, but he does have a first down here. Looking to throw. Briggs. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
This is Howard on second down. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. On third down, Briggs. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. These kickers now.
Got it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. And now out come the Giants. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do?
Score game. What can this defense do as they look to hold on to their second half lead? They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
From the 2 now, second and goal. Second and 2. Jones hit, and the ball's out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
You know, if this is the regular season, partner, we'd be talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, you got to worry about making the team. Those types of errors don't help you.
Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But not quite a first and goal, but still a red zone alert nonetheless as we jump back into the action. First and 10, just outside of the 10-yard line. Back to throw. Briggs. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. From 10 yards out, the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the fourth quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey.
No hesitation in this situation. Down a couple scores late in the game. This offense is staying out there on fourth. They'll try and run for it with Brown. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. The Giants go on fourth but come up empty. And the Dolphins get the football. Fourth quarter, and it's kind of getting to be desperation time here for this defensive side. They need to get the ball back to their offense. They have a chance to do that on third down. To throw on third down. Briggs, and that will be incomplete. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the third time tonight. This to make it a three-score game late. Sanders' kick is good, and that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yes.
Nothing to lose now. This offense forced to go for it. Down a bunch here in the fourth quarter. On fourth down, Jones. He's going to wind up and air it out. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 17. They find some open field here. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
Defense.
A field goal does him no good here as we drop you into this situation. Offense staying out there, and they are going on fourth down. Looking to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on fourth down, this is a big call. So they decline.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Set. Ancient data. 57 to Mike. Get him.
On first down, Quinn. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On third down, Briggs. And that is incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16. That's complete to Gallman. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Jones now from the gun. He'll throw. He finds Coleman. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 43. Back to throw. Jones with a catch made by Hopkins. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Now Jones throwing on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Jones off the play fake. And this is caught at the 8. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up.
Here's Jones operating from the gun. That's complete right around the 8. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Will accept the penalty and move forward. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Operating from the gun. Jones toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. 2nd and 3. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Avery Moss in there to make the sack on what will be the final act in this ball game. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger. And dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from East Rutherford.